Okay, I need to tell you something that might sound insane. The ebooks, PDFs, and digital products on my laptop made me $30,000 in 25 days. And it took less than 24 hours to create most of them, you guys. Before you think another guru, just hear me out. I built a physical product-based business that generated $750,000 in sales my first year in business. And this is what I found. I was working 15-hour days, exhausted, burnt out, had to bring my kid into the business with me, and we regretted even starting that business because we had no life. Then I switched to digital products and made multiple six figures. I did my first $10,000, you guys, selling digital products within 2 weeks, completely faceless. I then went on to make my first $100,000 completely faceless in 4.5 months. I've coached 300 plus people in the online space, and I run weekly mentorship inside of my Quick Cash Creator program. In this video, I'm gonna show you my exact step-by-step system that I use to create my ebooks, digital products, guides, PDFs, all of the things in 24 hours. Stick around because at around the 15-minute mark, I'm gonna show you what kills most sales in the ebook business. This cost me $12,000 and I had to learn the hard way, so I wanna make sure that you don't make the same mistake. You don't want that. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie. I'm the host of the Godpreneur podcast. Let's get into it. I created this channel for creators, faith-based entrepreneurs, family members that wanted to create repeatable income online and they were tired of struggling at a 9-to-5. I've been there. I'm a single mom. I've struggled paycheck to paycheck my whole entire life. And 4.5 years ago, my life was flipped upside down and God breathed on my business and has taught me so many valuable things. And I want to pass that wisdom on to you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on so that you don't miss any valuable tips. Why ebooks, PDFs, or any digital product for that matter? Short answer: speed, margins, scale. You can literally create one in 24 hours. Profit margins are at 90%. When I had my apparel business, I was lucky if I got 20 to 30% profit margins. And that was after I invested buku amounts of money into the business, not even knowing if it was going to be successful. Digital products, you have no inventory, no shipping, no headaches. You create one time and sell it over and over and over again on repeat, making delusional money, more money that you can make at that 9-to-5. Here's the 5-step blueprint that I'm going to teach you today. Number 1, you're going to validate your niche and your idea with my Quick Cash Creator method. You're going to outline it from point A to point B in 10 minutes. You're gonna then design it in Canva for number 3. Number 4, you're gonna pre-sell it to validate the demand so that you don't waste time creating something that the market doesn't want. You're gonna price it. You're gonna automate the delivery so you're not here working 24/7. Immediately when the customer purchases, they get the product. And then you're gonna set up automations on the back end. So let's get into the nitty-gritty on how you actually do it. Step number 1. This is one of the most important things that everybody skips over because they think, let me just pick anything. Let me pick something that this person is doing. Let me pick something that I think is profitable. No, you need to pick a micro-specific, profitable niche. Yes, the riches are in the niches. That is the saying, and it is absolutely 100% true. Most people get this wrong because they've listened to somebody on the internet say, girl, you don't need to do that. Just go general. That's not true. If you go general, you're going to try to reach the masses. You're going to be put up there in the bubble with the high creators that are already outperforming everybody, and you're not going to stand a chance. Listen, I've already coached so many people, hundreds of people in the online space. I know what works. So you want to niche down, okay? We're going to find your most profitable niche. And inside of my Quick Cash Creator program, I have a chat GPT. It's called the 60-minute niche GPT that's going to uncover hidden niches for you that are profitable, that are a secret that most people don't know about. Most people fail because they pick what they like, not what people are going to buy. We're not going to do that. So we're going to use the quick cash creator method. I call it the quick method, okay? Every acronym stands for something. The Q stands for quick pain. Does this niche solve a problem that people are sick of, a painful problem that they want to get rid of? For example, make money online, what everybody says. That is too vague, it's too general, too surface level. What you want to say is something like make $50 on a day with faceless YouTube videos on YouTube in 24 hours. Or make $100 a day with faceless content on Instagram while setting up automation so you don't have to work 24/7. That's specific. That's quick and clear. That's the Q. Fitness, that niche, is too vague. What's super micro specific is stop nighttime binging as a single mom because you're too busy taking care of the kids. That's micro specific. The U stands for urgently in demand. Are people actively talking about this specific niche, this micro niche on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on Reddit, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Google, on all of the socials? If they're already posting, commenting, talking about it, searching for it, it's in demand. I in quick stands for invest ready buyers. Are they ready and able to drop whatever you're charging for your digital product right now? So for example, if you have an ebook that you're selling for $17 to $47, do they have $17 to $47 that they have in their pocket right now that they're willing to invest? Are they ready and able to invest it? If the pain is strong enough, they'll pay for it, period. The C in quick stands for consistent relevance. Will this still matter in 6 months from now? You don't want to pick a niche that's going to die down. You want like an evergreen niche that's going to go on for years to come because you don't want to keep switching up your offers and building things over and over again, okay? So is it consistently relevant? Topics like make money, lose weight, stay fit, improving confidence. These all tend to have lifelong lifespans, but you just need to get micro specific on that niche, okay? So you have your generalized niche and then what I call your sub niche. The K in quick stands for keyword backed. Are people typing this exact word into Google, into TikTok, into Instagram, into Facebook, into all the social media platforms? You want to use real keywords that are in demand. We're not guessing. So quick, Q-U-I-C-K, the quick method. So for example, if I wanted to pick a niche for something like busy moms who hate cooking or don't have time to cook, Q for quick pain would be overworked or overwhelmed, don't like to cook. U for urgently in demand for that specific niche would be tons of TikTok and Pinterest searches. I for invest ready would be parents ready to spend the money to save time. C for consistent relevancy. Families always need meal plans, right? The K for keywords would be something like meal plans for busy moms, easy meal prep. What I want you to do is I want you to take action and I want you to use the quick method to write yours down. Q-U-I-C-K. Does it follow that quick method? Step number 2 is we're going to outline it in 10 minutes. Your digital product, your ebook, moves them to point B, the solution. What you want to do is you want to create 5 to 8 chapters, and each one of those chapters are a step that's taking them from point A to point B, which is the solution. For example, if we're sticking with the meal planning theme or the meal planning niche, which I described earlier, chapter number 1 would look something like this. Mindset. Why simple meal planning changes everything. Chapter number 2. The 15-minute planning system. Chapter number 3, grocery list template. Chapter number 4, 10 prep ahead recipes. So let me give you a pro tip. Once you have your chapters outlined and they're titled and you know what you're going to speak about in each one, what you can do is you can use AI to actually go in and have AI, ChatGPT, or whatever AI software that you use, and tell it to expand upon that topic. Then what it's going to do is it's going to do all of the research for you, and it's going to extract all the information for that module. Inside of my Quick Cash Creator program, we use a deep market research AI tool. So you're not getting generic information from something like ChatGPT. Everybody's going to know it's ChatGPT, right? So you want to make sure that you have an AI tool that actually does the deep market research. It validates your idea. It does competitor analysis. It goes into the hidden pockets. It researches what people are looking for, and it makes sure that you have an on-fire digital product, all right? If you're interested in grabbing that and jumping into my Quick Cash Creator program so you can get all of the AI tools, all of the prompts, and my specific help that I do mentoring every single week, go ahead and find Quick Cash Creator in the description, okay? You want to make sure that when you're using AI tools that you're not copying and pasting, that you're using it as a reference, and then you use your wisdom and your knowledge and your expertise to go ahead and fill in the blanks and make it your own, okay? People aren't just paying for information, they're paying for a solution and a transformation, and the better transformation and solution that you can provide to them, they're going to keep coming back for more. AI does the heavy lifting, but you add your soul, you add your chef's kiss to it, okay? Before we design, I want to tell you a huge mistake that most people make so that you don't make it. And it's not about writing quality, okay? I'm going to go over it in just a minute, so make sure you don't skip over this part. Number 3, we're going to get into designing your digital product, okay? So I use an AI tool inside of my Quick Cash Creator program because most of my mentees didn't want to go into Canva and actually take the time to design their digital product because it takes a little bit of time and it's just tedious, right? So I have an AI tool that actually goes in, it makes it very professional and very aesthetic, and it designs the entire ebook, the entire digital product for them, all right? But for the sake of this tutorial, we're gonna go ahead and jump into Canva because it's a great tool to use if you don't have the AI tool, and it's gonna show you exactly what to do because they have templates on the inside of Canva. What you're gonna do is go to canva.com. Then you're going to search for ebook template. On the home page, you're going to see templates at the top, and then you could type in ebook template and you'll see the ebook templates below. Make sure that when you're choosing your ebook template, that one, you like the aesthetic, okay? Because you'll go in and you'll copy the pages. And number 2, try to pick one that has a lot of pages so that you're not duplicating pages so many times over and wasting more time. That's just a pro tip. You want to make sure that you're going to pick a clean layout. You want to make sure to swap images, swap fonts, swap colors, make it yours, make it your brand. Then when you're done going through and putting in all of your information on all the pages, so you're going to take the chapters and the modules that you created and you're going to transfer that onto your Canva template, and you're going to go ahead and create that and build that out. Then what you're going to do, in the top right-hand corner of Canva, you're going to see the share button. Download that and export it as a PDF. Do PDF standard, okay? And then download it and export it. For your cover, the cover of your ebook, make sure that you're using clean font, okay? Big, clean, easy to read font. You don't want to have cursive and things that people can't read. You want it to be bold and you want it to be clean. A big readable title. And then your subtitle actually explains the benefit of what that ebook is. What you could do is also add your photo in there so that it builds trust and it brands you as the creator. What I want you to do is I want you to keep it simple because it's about the value. It's not about the aesthetic. What I found is in Canva, people will get in there, they'll get consumed with the designing and making sure it looks perfect. People aren't really concerned about that. What they're concerned about is the value, the solution, and the transformation that you're providing to them, okay? So make sure it's readable. Okay, so now we're jumping into step 4, which is validate before you launch, all right? I always tell everybody, don't skip this step, okay? Because you don't want to go in and create something that you haven't validated, right? If you're not validating it with AI or validating it in different ways, then you're going to actually create a product that you don't even know is in demand, right? Inside of my Quick Cash Creator program, I have a whole lesson that teaches you how to validate your digital product and make sure that people are searching for it, people are asking for it, that the market is hot for your digital product, just to make sure that you have a digital product that's going to sell like hotcakes. This is critical. You do not want to launch blind. How you can actually go ahead and pre-sell your digital product. You can create a simple sales page, whether that's in Stan, whether that's on System.io. Inside of my Quick Cash Creator, I actually give you sales templates, and I have a whole tutorial on how to build that out in like 10 minutes. So if you're building it out in like System.io or Stan Store, you want to make sure that you have a clear headline, make sure that the transformation and the pain points are bulleted out. So like bullet points, showing them and pointing them in the direction of what it is that you're going to be solving. Then what you want to do is after you've built out that sales page, you want to go ahead and start posting it on your social media account, okay? If 5 to 10 people buy, you have a product that's in high demand, and now you validated it. If by chance no one purchases, then just go back to the drawing board and start over and find your profitable niche, okay? But this is why it's important that you find a profitable niche before you actually start building that out, all right? If you want to jump into Quick Cash Creator, that comes with the sales pages, that comes with the 60-minute niche that proves profitability and uncovers the hidden niches that are out there, I went ahead and dropped it in the description below. Now we're moving into the last step, which is step 5, where we're going to price your digital product and deliver it. So what the rule of thumb is that I always go with is around $17 to $27 digital product, like an ebook, a PDF, a guide. That's going to be your shorter digital products. This is going to be like a short, actionable guide, something straight to the point. Something like around $37 to $47, that's going to be your actionable guides, but it's going to have maybe like some templates and checklists and things like that. That's included in it, giving it an increased value. Your $67 to like $97 digital products, which are going to be your ebooks, that's going to be something that's going to have a video tutorial or video modules that goes along with like a toolkit, okay? So that increases the value way more because you're putting more effort, more time, and you're actually creating the videos to go along with that digital product. So how you're actually going to deliver your digital product is you can use something like Stan Store, something like Beacon, something like Kajabi. You can maybe use something like Go High Level. Go High Level is my favorite. That's something that I use. I used to use Kajabi, but then I went ahead and switched everything over to Go High Level because I wanted my mentees to be able to have access to my sales pages and things that I built out, all of my templates. So that gives them an added benefit. So now I'm in High Level. This is going to give you the ability to automate the delivery. So as soon as your customers purchase that digital product, they have access to it immediately and you don't have to worry about delivery and it's automatically taken care of. That means that 90% of the process is already taken care of when you learn how to set up your systems and automations correctly. Then you want to also make sure that you automate your email workflows so that your customers have access to the onboarding immediately, and then any type of upsells that you want to offer to them that will give them speed and any type of resources like maybe AI tools and added benefits that will make the process for them, whatever digital product it is that you created, that will make it easier and faster, okay? One thing I do want to mention is when you're creating your digital product and you're doing your value stack, make sure that you're giving them everything that they need in your digital product, that you're not cutting corners, that you're not holding anything back for the upsells. The upsells are only there for speed and then automations, okay? But the digital product itself should be everything included, because you don't want your customer getting upset that they bought something thinking they were getting the whole thing and then they had to buy one of your upsells to get it. That's bad business. We don't want to do it that way, all right? So make sure you over deliver 10 times of what the value is inside of your digital product, so your customer is blown away and they want to come back for more. That's the same thing I teach inside of my Quick Cash Creator program, and it's the same thing that I teach on my mentorship calls, and it's the way that I lead my business as well. This way you have happy customers that want to keep coming back for more. Okay, remember I told you that there's a huge mistake that people make, right? So this mistake is what kills so many businesses. They do not build an email list. Your email list is the lifeline of your business. It's what builds your community and it's what builds your business. Social media can go down anytime. You can get banned, you can get restricted. Maybe an account will go down. Maybe we'll have a blackout like TikTok did at one point in time. You cannot rely on social media for your business. You must have an email list. And no, email lists are not burned. They are not dead. It is what the back end of your business looks like. Whenever you want to release another product, you have an email list. Whenever you want to make an announcement, you have an email list. What if you want to do an event? What if you want to invite some of your clients in? What if you want to do anything to reach your clients? How are you going to do that if you don't have an email list? All right. Make sure you build an email list. Not to mention, most customers, they might not purchase on that first touch point of your video that they found you on YouTube, right? You want to make sure that you give them value, and so that you're nurturing them inside of your email automations, inside of your email sequences, that you're actually nurturing them and giving them value. If you're not getting those emails, you're gonna lose so much traffic forever. You're gonna literally cut down your pipeline by 80%, because that's gonna create a demand for you to show up on social media every single day. And we're not trying to be a slave to our business. We wanna make sure that we could set it and forget it, right? Knowing that our email automations are going out to our potential customers, they're getting nurtured, they're getting value, and then when they're ready to purchase, now you've built that trust, and now they could jump into your program effortlessly. So what you want to do is you want to have a lead magnet that's going to be a free resource that you can give to people in exchange for their email. Then what you want to do is have a 7 to 10 day email sequence automation set up one time on the back end that's going to send an email to your customer, that potential customer, once every single day, okay? And then towards the end of that email sequence, you want to go ahead and offer them your digital product. Most of the time, this has raised my conversion, you guys, from 2 to 3% conversion rates all the way up to sometimes 15 to 20% conversion rates just by having my email sequence, okay? And then every time I want to launch something, I get a very big high open rate, and then also people jumping into my programs because I've created a community that trusts me. Massive difference in not having one. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about DM automation, okay? Most people don't know about DM automation, and basically what that is that whenever you make a reel, whenever you make a post on any social media platform and somebody responds with a keyword, you want to have a DM automation set up with a chat box, a chat bot, or an automation tool that you use that automatically DMs them the guide or whatever it is that digital product is that you're selling, so that people can jump in when that intent, when that interest is at the highest peak, okay? Because if you don't get back to them within a couple hours because you didn't see that they commented on one of your videos, they might have moved on to the next person, found somebody else's program, jumped in, or they might have changed their mind by then. So right then, when they're interested in your product, you want that DM automation to be able to be sent to them so they could jump in. This is how you're going to get consistent sales around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without you needing to be in your business. Okay, so just to recap, number one, you want to use Quick Cash Creator to find your profitable niche, okay? I have a 60-minute niche GPT inside that will uncover hidden niches, uncover profitable niches that you can use. Step number two is you're going to do your outline. You're going to take them from point A to point B, which is your solution, which is your digital product. Step number three is design it in Canva. Step number four is pre-sell to validate that you have a winning niche and a winning digital product. Step number five is price it and then automate your delivery. I have literally seen this process work, and I've coached 300 plus students in the online space. My first business, I did $750,000 in sales in my physical based business. So I know a thing or two about business. Then I went on to do multiple six figures in the digital marketing space, learning all the ins and outs and investing $50,000 in my own coaching and my own programs. This has allowed me to be able to test what works and what doesn't work. Remember, my digital products make me $30,000 in a month, and I average $1,000 to $6,000 in a day selling digital products that I'm teaching you right now. So if you want help executing Quick Cash Creator, inside of Quick Cash Creator, I'm going to show you a step-by-step system that's going to show you how to create and launch your digital product, your profitable, sellable digital product within 24 hours. You're going to get AI tools, prompts for all of your sales pages, all of your copy, all of your content that you need to make. You're going to get the whole 9 yards. You also have an option for done for you ebooks as well. I give you inside email templates that are already built out for you that you can plug and play, as well as DM automations. So if you're not a tech person, I completely get it. I also have tech calls every single week inside of my community, and I do coaching calls. This is so important because when you get stuck and you're frustrated and you don't know what you're doing, I have my coaching calls every single week that you could jump on to get my hands and my eyes on your business and on your offers. You also have a community of creators, some of them six-figure earners just like myself, right? In there that you can network with, which is absolutely amazing. Some of my students have literally gotten multiple sales within their first couple days. Some of them went on to do 5,000, 15,000. Some of them went on to do 6 figures with their digital products. The system works when you follow it and when you implement it. Oh, this is what you can do next. If you're serious about joining Quick Cash Creator and getting results faster and speed, go ahead and click down below in the link in my description, and you'll be able to jump right in and have direct access to me. What I also want you to do is go ahead and drop below in the comment section what your digital product idea is. I love engaging inside of my comments, you guys, and seeing all of the feedback that you guys leave me. So drop below what your digital product idea is so that I can give you some feedback. I will literally tell you if it's a winner. So if you guys got value out of this video today, go ahead and like and subscribe. Share this with the first person that you know is overthinking the process, that needs to hear this step-by-step guide on how to create their digital product. Right here in the upper right-hand corner, I'm gonna go ahead and link another video that you can binge watch on how to become rich off of digital products. I will see you in the next video.